Hey everyone, welcome back to RJK English. Today we're going to talk about being late and how do you deal with that? How do you talk to someone that you are late for? Okay, first it's being late, right? So it's the verb to be. That's how we talk about being late. We'll have another way we can as well that I'll talk about. But the key here is when you go up to the person, you say, I am late. You don't say, I am being late. I am late. You are in the state of lateness. I'm sorry that I'm late. This is a key phrase to use with someone. So, in this situation, you were in a meeting, right? But you were supposed to meet with Sam, your coworker, at 10:30 in the morning. The meeting went late and it's 10:45. Okay? So you run up to Sam. It's good to show that you're a little bit out of breath, like you were really wanting to be there on time. You don't want it to be too casual because then it shows that you don't care about their time. So you want to be like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I'm late. Or I'm so sorry. Sometimes we say, I'm so sorry that I'm late. Why were you late? The meeting went long, or the meeting ran long. This is in the past tense. The meeting ran long. The meeting went on longer. The meeting went longer than expected. The meeting went longer than expected. The meeting ran longer than expected. Okay, so I'm so sorry that I'm late. The meeting went longer than expected. And then you can say a reason, or they might say, oh, I understand. What happened? And you can say, as usual, the customer kept asking for things. You know how it is. You know how it is. The customer kept asking for things that we couldn't give them, and the meeting went late. Or, as usual, when Bob runs the meeting, he keeps talking, and it went late. I tried to indicate that I needed to be somewhere, but you know how it is. I had to be in there and I couldn't say anything. And the person will usually say, yeah, I understand, it happens. In here, now you can add, let's say it's happened more than once. Okay, you've been late to him more than once. You can say, here's what I'm going to do. In the future, I won't schedule our meetings within 15 minutes of the end of a previous meeting. Okay, I realize now that these meetings always go late. So I will, see how I'm putting it in here before moving on. Or you can say, hey, next time, if a meeting's running late, I will text you ahead of time. Okay, so you give a way that you're not going to do this again, especially if it has happened multiple times. Once that person the tension releases a little bit, okay? The person goes, yeah, I understand, okay? You've given an excuse, you've told why, you've shown that you value their time. So now you can say, well, anyways, this is a very good phrase to know. Well, anyways, it's a transitional statement. We've been talking about this, but we need to move on to our work, right? But you don't want to tell them what to do. Remember, Americans, we don't like to tell someone what to do. And also, you are the one that is late. So you don't want to direct them like, okay, let's get to work now. Because that is like you're over them, right? Like you can be late and then you can tell them what to do. They're your coworker, so you don't just tell them what to do. So you say, well, anyways, we can get down to business if you're ready. If you're ready. You're being very polite. You're showing that it's their time, right? Well, anyways, we can get started if you're ready because you were going to do something together, right? Well, anyways, we can focus on our work now if you're still free. If you're still free. Anyways, we can get started if you still have time. If you still have time. Okay, that's a way to say, okay, well, we can get down to we can get on with what we were doing, what we were planning on doing if you are ready now. Okay, so you want to not take too much time here in this section because you have taken up their time already, right? But you do want to give an excuse and you want to tell them how it won't happen, and you want to repair that relationship because you're late. For Americans, it's not okay to be late, right? For some other countries, it's okay. So if you show up and you go, oh yeah, I'm late. So anyways, and you show that it's not important, the other person can take offense at that because they'll think, oh, he's always going to be late. Why would I schedule a meeting with them? So in America, it's good to show that you know that it's not right to be late. Okay? Well, anyways, we can get down to business if you're ready. Now, while the meeting is going on, if you know you are going to be late, here's how you can deal with it. First, you can message them. Let's say, first scenario is, you look at your watch and you go, oh my God, this was supposed to end at 10:30. I was supposed to meet with Sam. And it's already late. It's 10:35. At that point, you can message him and say, the meeting is running late. I think we will be done in X minutes, or we will be done in 10 minutes. I think we will be done by this time. You can say, but you want to add a sorry here. I'm really sorry. Or I really apologize. The meeting is running late. Okay? You can say that if you're already late. If you're not late, even better is if you're not late yet. 15 minutes before the meeting is done, you realize this is going to go over. This is going to go past 10:30. Then you can message them and say, Sam, heads up. I'm giving you a heads up. This means I'm telling you ahead of time. Be aware. I want to make you aware of something. Sam, heads up. This is if you're a coworker with them, okay? You wouldn't want to say this to your boss. So if it's a coworker, you can say, Sam, heads up. It looks like the meeting is running late. The meeting will run late. It looks like the meeting will run late. I think it will be done in 20 minutes, which would be, about 5 minutes after when you were supposed to meet with them. Or I think it will be done by 10:35. Then you can ask him, is that okay? Do we need to reschedule? Is that okay? It's good to ask, right? Because you're taking up their time. You're showing that you're not above them. Or do we need to reschedule? Do we need to reschedule? You're asking them. It's good to let them say. Will you still have time? Will you still have time? To me? It's good to ask, right? If you do this ahead of time, it's even better. Okay? So remember, American culture, you're not supposed to be late. Okay, so you're never supposed to show that it doesn't matter to you that you weren't late. Okay, that's not American culture. So these are the ways that you can talk about it. And remember, present tense, I am late, not I am being late, right? I am late, I am sorry. Present tense, I am sorry. The meeting went long in the past. All right? And remember these key phrases. Is that okay? Heads up. It looks like. Well, anyways, as usual, you know how it is. These are very key phrases to use. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Make sure to like and subscribe. That helps me. I have a very small page, or a very small channel, but it really helps me to make videos if you add likes and if you comment. And make sure to go to RJK English and add a comment, and I can talk with you further about things, I can give you more information. All right, see you later.